Resourcing with David Obasa. Resourcing is a program that discusses everything resourcefulness. This will include human capital resourcing, financial capital resourcing, and the technology that enhance resourcefulness. On this channel, we'll be discussing on various topics around these. And so, if you are an applicant or you're already working, or you are an organization or an SME, or someone who wants to stand on his own, this is your channel. You should subscribe to Resourcing with David Obasa, RwDO. Now, the various topics that we'll be talking about week in, week out will include how to write your CV, a good CV that will make you marketable as an applicant. Again, we'll be talking about how to prepare for an interview, recruitment interview, either as a beginner or as an experienced person. Then, of course, we'll also be talking about the common errors in human capital resourcing. And, of course, how to quickly onboard new employees. If you're an organization or maybe an SME, you want to know how to quickly onboard your employees. Then before you employ them, how to conduct a background check on your potential employees. We'll be teaching you how to do that. We'll discuss about this. Then of course, how to quickly settle in as a new employee. Then there are other issues that we would like to talk about on the program. When you are, an organization that has employed people, are there toxic staff in your organization? How do you quickly know them? How do you get to know that there's toxicity in the system, and how do you flush it out? We will be talking about these. Then, of course, there is another thing of interest that we will talk about, which is workplace politics. Now, workplace politics happen almost in every organization. Where do you stand in workplace politics? Do you just pretend as if it doesn't exist? A lot of good employees are being consumed by workplace politics because they do not understand where to stand when it comes to workplace politics. So we will be talking about it. And of course, we'll talk about the other aspects of management within the workplace, like delegation of duty as a senior, how to mentor your junior colleagues, promotion worries, which is real. A lot of employees are worried about, oh, I've done this, I've done that, everything I ought to do, I've done it, but I'm not getting promoted. So we'll talk about promotion worries and how to get out of it. Then, of course, we'll talk about, how to manage your supervisors, how to manage your colleagues, how to manage your juniors at work, your subordinates at work. We'll talk about formal communication within the workplace. A lot of people do not understand that in the workplace, there is a way to communicate and there is a way not to communicate. So we'll be talking about formal communication in the workplace. This is very important. Then, of course, there's another thing of interest that we will talk about on this program, and that is workplace romance. Yes, workplace romance. You heard me well. A lot of these, is going on in workplaces, and people don't like to talk about them. We will talk about workplace romance on Resourcing with David Obasa. Then, of course, we'll talk about the things you look out for, signs you look out for, to know whether or not it's time for you to move on to other endeavors. We'll talk about that on this program. Then we'll talk about how to source finances for your business. In case you want to be on your own, how do you source for finance? How do you get, something that would help you to let your business be upon its feet? And in case you had already started and your business failed, how do you get out of the ashes of failure? We'll talk about that as well. And what are the things to do when you are confused? When you do not know what to do, when you are confused? What are the next steps to take? We'll also be looking at how to retain your best employees. Many organizations have lost their good brains and good hands because they have not been able to retain them. So we will talk about how to retain your best hands and brains. Somehow you had some failures. We will be talking about how to rise from the ashes of failure and what to do, when you need to take that next step. Then, of course, we'll be talking about exploring your multiple talents or giftings. A lot of people are gifted in multiple ways. They have multiple giftings, they have they are multi-talented. But at the moment, they are defined by just one talent. People know them as this, not knowing that they have other talents. I happen to fall into such category too, and for a very long time, people define me with only one area of gifting. So if you have multiple talents, multiple areas of giftings, and you want to explore them, this is your channel. This is the channel you should subscribe to. Now, getting this on and you do not have the courage to venture, it's an issue also that needs to be addressed. So we'll be talking about the courage to venture. So each of these topics will be discussed on this channel. We'll bring resource persons that will also discuss on these various topics, and we will discuss them together. We would rub minds on them. So one thing we want from you is to please keep tab with us, subscribe to this channel, and of course we would like to hear from you. Please drop your comments in the comment section, and also we would love you to make suggestion of topics that you would like us to discuss on this channel. So please remember, subscribe, tell others about the channel, discuss about the channel with us, make suggestion of topics, and then every week we will have good time together. Thank you very much. Bye.